Today I'm here to talk about these Catalina Crunch keto-friendly sandwich cookies. They're kind of like an Oreo imitation. The thing here is, though, that they're going to be very low on sugar. So for comparison, we've got the classic chocolate vanilla sandwich cookie. The serving size is 2 cookies, which is 24 grams. Oreos, 3 cookies for 34 grams is a serving size. So, roughly 2/3 of the Oreo serving. The calories on these are 90 kilocalories. On the Oreos, it'd be 160. So they're comparable. They're kind of in the same range there. These are going to be a little lower on the caloric intake, but, it's because they're cutting out a bunch of the sugar and stuff. As far as the fat, these are going to be a little bit higher in fat grams because that's where they're making up the difference. Where these really shine, though, is, that serving of Oreos would be 14 grams of sugar, so about 3 grams and something per cookie. These have 2 grams total per serving, so you're talking like a third of the sugar. And the really cool part is, one serving of these is 3 grams of dietary fiber, which is 11%, where with an Oreo, there's no fiber. So they've got these peanut butter sandwich ones that I was interested in. I've never thought about having a peanut butter sandwich cookie like an Oreo, but I'm intrigued. Really interested in trying the regular chocolate vanilla ones, though. I am a huge fan of Oreos. Huge fan of Oreos. I will sit down and eat an entire box of Oreos, which is probably why I'm fat. I try not to buy Oreos because I have no self-control with them. Unrelated to this, one thing I like to do with Oreos is I get a glass that's about, 1.5 Coke cans tall, and you just put a whole stack of Oreos in the glass. Go ahead and fill that up with milk. Pop that baby in the fridge for like an hour, maybe 3 hours. The cookie starts to dissolve, and you get in there and you drink it. It kind of makes your throat burn because all the dissolved cookie, but it is so good. And then you get like a long, actual proper teaspoon that's got the long thing for stirring tea, and you just get in there and you eat the cream out. So good, so ridiculous on calories. Probably one of the most healthiest things I've ever eaten. But hey, So let's go ahead and try these. One thing to note is these are obviously ketogenic friendly, as the box says, and they're also vegan. I think Oreos might be vegan, though. Or if not, they offer a vegan option. So I'll say right off the bat, the sleeve only goes to about here on the box. So they could fit another row in there. You've got 2 rows. Right off the bat, the cream looks slightly weird. It looks like Oreo cream, but it's got a slightly peculiar texture. Or not texture, I'm sorry, color. It looks like an Oreo, and one of those mint Oreos had a baby. I apologize for the sound. There we go. That package did not want to come open. These are something I would definitely rebag. Good grief almighty. Alright. So the cookie itself definitely looks a little weird. I'll give you guys a close-up of this. So here's the cookie. It's kind of branded like an Oreo, but it has a slightly off color. And the color's not uniform. There's spots that are much more lighter, and then there's spots that are much darker. So, it looks decent, though. And there's your cream. The cookies, several of them are quite offset. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they got warm in transit or something. But yeah. As far as the taste, let's find out. I will say they smell weird. They definitely don't smell like an Oreo. They have, I think it's the cream. They don't smell bad, but they smell off-brand, generic. So let's see how they taste. Okay, so right off the bat, the texture. It's not bad. It's just much more substantial, much more crunchy. It feels more like a harder chocolate chip cookie, kind of like the Germans might eat, where they get them nice and dry and they're not chewy or anything. It doesn't dissolve as well as an Oreo does when you're chewing it. It is keeping those larger chunks. What I'm tasting is basically what I'm smelling. There is a kind of generic off-brand flavor. It's just really weird. They stay together so well. An Oreo kind of turns into paste, whereas this just gets into smaller and smaller, like, conglomerate pieces. They're noticeable. I don't hate it. It's just not the Oreo texture. That said, yeah, I like these. Let's see the nutrition here. I think what I taste is probably a little bit of the tapioca starch and then the palm fruit oil. Anytime you have coconut oil or palm fruit oil or any of that stuff, to me it kind of has like a floral taste or a fruity taste. It's not bad. I think it would go well with milk. I don't have any regular milk though. I only have chocolate milk and heavy cream right now. But yeah, your ingredients are palm fruit oil, allulose, pea protein. It could be a little bit of the pea protein that's making the taste. Pea protein has a very distinct taste. Cane sugar, like I said, there are 2 grams of added sugar per cookie. Or I mean per serving, which is 2 cookies. So 1 gram per cookie. And then you have cassava flour, chicory root fiber, tapioca starch, cocoa powder, xanthan gum, natural flavor, sea salt, baking soda, sunflower lecithin, and stevia extract. It could also be the stevia, I guess. I imagine it's a combination of all the things. But here's something interesting on the side. They don't use sugar alcohols. You could make ones that tasted just like Oreos, but they would have sugar alcohols, and you would eat a few of them, and next thing you know, you're running to the toilet because horrible things are about to happen. I apologize if the focus is being weird there. I love that these don't have sugar alcohols. They are plant-based as well, so there's no animal product. That's probably why they're vegan. It says Catalina Snacks was founded by a diabetic who believes that you can enjoy great tasting cereals and snacks earnestly made with protein, fiber, and good fats, while minimizing sugars. Combining nutritional science with culinary arts, we have created delicious, healthier products that help you achieve a better life. These stay in your teeth like Oreos do. I really like these. They're interesting. I will say, though, that looking at them, there seems to be questionable quality control because several of the cookies are offset, like I said, and some definitely look like they have thicker cream, but I think what it is the cream is concentrated on one side and it's thinner on the other. You know, that's understandable. Oreo has had, Oreo and Hilux and stuff have had actual decades. I apologize for my mail alarm. They've had decades to figure out their manufacturing process. So I'll cut these guys some slack. It also says, our sandwich cookies are made with the delicious taste and crunch of your favorite cookies, featuring plant-based protein and fiber with minimal sugar, made from specially curated natural ingredients. There's also a QR code to go get like a free keto recipe book. I don't care about ketogenesis or any of that stuff. I will say that they're crunchy, but I wouldn't say that it's Oreo crunchy, as I've said. So that was the chocolate ones. Let's try these peanut butter sandwich cookie ones. Now, I will say the thing here is, because they're using all of these like fiber extracts and natural things, these are quite a bit more expensive than Oreos. But, okay, so that's interesting. If you can see that. It looks like, okay, I have the correct amount of cookies. 2 of them just got weird in there. But again, that's like a quality control thing. That could not have happened in transit. Like, there's no way those flipped over in transit. But it's just not happening. So that's just some weird quality control stuff. And again, like, this cookie is completely flat over here and then stacked up over here. So if I had any tips to give Catalina Crunch, it would be to definitely work on that quality control. Oh, yeah. It just smells like peanut butter crackers. So I've noticed, at least on this one, let's see. Yeah. So the filling seems to go farther towards the edge on the chocolate ones. On these peanut butter ones, I mean, you've got a quarter of an inch all the way around where there's no filling, just cookie. But these ones actually look a lot more like Hilux to me. And I find it interesting. They do not resemble the box. The box has the Catalina Crunch logo like I showed you on the Oreo. Let me show you closer on these ones. So see, these are like this on both sides, which is interesting. They don't have the logo. The whole package is like that, so I'm not sure if that was intentional or if they've changed the design or if it's just like they had the tops were weird. I imagine these things are being produced on a pretty small batch, so I'm completely content to forgive them that, you know, there's no logo. It's not a big deal. It's going to taste exactly the same. So, that said, let's try it. Oh, real quick. These, let's see how these rank nutritionally. So they seem to be exactly the same nutritionally. Yes. They are identical. And I will say, I don't know on Oreos. Let's see here real quick. Oh yeah, they have way more protein than Oreos too. One serving of 3 Oreos is 1 gram of protein. One serving of 2 of these cookies is 4 grams of protein. So you're paying more for a serving size and paying a lot more for a kilocalorie. But I mean, you're getting a ton of fiber. You're not getting a bunch of sugar, and you're getting protein. Protein and fiber are more expensive than sugar. That's why everything in America is just loaded with sugar because it's cheap. So let's try this. Yeah. These cookies are different. This cookie is not as... It doesn't feel as much like a conglomerate. Like when you bite those, it breaks into little pebbles. When you bite these, it just kind of slowly works its way into a mush. They taste exactly like a peanut butter cracker that you just get in the little, sleeves at the store. Except the flavor is lighter. I don't think I would buy these ones again. I might. They might grow on me. But if I want peanut butter crackers, I'll just get some peanut butter crackers. And I was never really a fan of peanut butter crackers. I was just curious what these tasted like. Would I buy these again? Yeah, I think I'll get the Oreo ones again. We'll sometimes make desserts and stuff, and it would be nice to substitute that for the Oreo. It might be interesting to try to use that for like an Oreo pie crust or something, given that they're really crumbly and kind of stay in these little like pellet pieces, I would say. It might actually work really well for a crust. Not sure. Oh, I know one other thing we can try. Let me eat this real quick. Oh, okay. So the ingredients are different, obviously, but okay. So the chocolate one, the primary ingredient is the palm fruit oil. On the peanut one, it's pea protein, then palm fruit oil. Whereas the pea protein is the third ingredient on the chocolate one. Other than that, the only difference seems to be they have not added cocoa powder, and there is peanut butter. So, yeah, close enough. That's probably why the texture is a little different, though. You have less palm oil and quite a bit more pea protein. Okay, now, what do people do with Oreos? They try to twist them and separate them. I've never been good at this. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it separates. Let's just try the cream. That cream reminds me of something. I think I like the cream better than the cookie. It doesn't taste like Oreo cream, but it's pretty good. I cannot for the life of me think what it reminds me of, but it tastes exactly like something else. Let's try the cookie by itself. Yeah. The cookie's not bad, but it's pretty light in the flavor. It doesn't have as much of the flavor as like the Oreo would. And again, it's kind of weird. I bet that would soften up pretty good in milk, though. If milk's your thing. If not, maybe some plant milk, oat milk, something. Although, I would go with like an unflavored oat milk because I think the vanilla would compete too much with the flavors here. But yeah, I'm probably going to order some more of these. This was not sponsored. I just saw these on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. And I thought it was kind of interesting. It stood out to me because Catalina, because I was like,
okay, I want the Catalina wine mixer.
And just thought I'd try them. I previously tried one of their Crunch cereals on the channel. I have 2 more sitting right next to the camera here that I plan to try. Not the biggest fan of the waffle one, but there are 2 other ones that hold promise. I got the peanut butter one. I don't think I'm going to like it based on these. It'll probably taste fine and wonderful, but I'm more curious to try the chocolate one. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Again, these are Catalina Crunch. We have the chocolate cookie and the peanut butter cookie. If you see these in the store or something, probably worth trying. I will say, though, that I ordered these in February. It looks like you get about 6 months because the expiration on these is 2/23, 22 is what? August, and these are October. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm going to finish this cookie. Today we have these, no,